Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I have got a new unboxing. It's almost my birthday and my Phoenix 6S Pro from Garmin did have his best time. I had it for years and it always was a very good watch, but it doesn't charge anymore, and once I have it charged, within 2 hours of hiking the battery is empty, and that is not working out when the main reason of using a watch is navigation. So because it's almost my birthday, I treated myself to a new watch, and I decided to go for a totally different brand with which I do not have any experience at all, and I am talking about the Coros watches. Watched a lot of videos on YouTube, especially about this specific model, because with my wishes that I have for a watch, I keep coming back to this specific model. So I watched a lot of YouTube videos, but most of them, well, actually all of them, are based on running. So in today's video, I'm going to unbox this watch and we're going to test it to see if it even works for hiking, because that's obviously the purpose for my use and the reason for this channel as well: hiking and backpacking in the outdoors. So let's unbox this watch. So I have ordered this watch at the European website of Coros itself. It is based in the Netherlands, turned out, because the package was shipped from Tilburg, which is a city very close by. Eventually I could have picked it up. And I ordered it yesterday morning, and this morning at 10:42 FedEx delivered it to my door. So that was really nice. Let's see, that's the confirmation. I have some extras ordered with it. I have an extra charger which I can put in my backpack so it can stay in there so I do not forget it. And I ordered a nylon band together with the watch because they come with the silicone ones just like this. And my skin really reacts to it. Very often I have burn marks from this watch and my skin gets caught a lot as well, and I even get some kind of blister here on my wrist. So I thought, let's try a nylon band, maybe that works out. And here we have the watch itself. We are talking about the Coros Base Pro. And I went for the gray version. I thought it looked really nice. So I went to a store nearby last week to try it out, because this watch is much bigger than my Phoenix 6S. S is for small. So that's for smaller wrists, women's wrists. So I thought this might be too big, but it's okay. The boy who helped me at the store said, well, I think it might be a little bit too big for your heart rate and everything, but that's not important for me. My main reason is the navigation. So that was totally fine. That it might be a little bit too big. In my opinion, it perfectly fitted. So nice box. Let's see, what have we got here? Let's open this up. Here we have the charger, and that's a nice thing. Well, I think it's a nice thing. It doesn't come with a cable. It comes with an adapter that you can plug on to a USB-C cord. And Coros says that everybody has USB-C cords laying around everywhere in their house current days. Well, they're actually right. But if you want to, you can ask Coros to send you a separate cable. And I heard that they would. So that is really nice. And it comes with this little holder, little keychain. You can simply slide it in there. Let's see. Oh yeah, that fits really easily. Can you also get it out easily? Let's see, how does that work? Oh yeah, here it comes. So then you have two separate parts again. Let's place it in there so I am not going to lose it. And in here we have, let's see, the booklets, I think. Yeah. Product safety, quick start guide, Coros stickers, more stickers. For a written user guide, visit or a scan, and a little leaflet with a 10K beginner training plan. Well, that's obviously also for running. So this watch is designed for running, I suppose. So I'm really curious to see what it's going to do in regards to hiking. And here is the watch itself. It looks really nice. And what I also thought when I tried it in the store, that it is so lightweight. It is ridiculously lightweight. I should blend in the weight that it has exactly, but it's stupidly light. As you can see, this also comes with a silicone band. So I'm really curious to see how the nylon is going to react to my skin, or my skin to the nylon actually. So yeah, here it is. It should have a super long battery life, and that's something that I like, because I do not care if I have to charge my watch every night after a hike or after a backpacking trip, a day of backpacking. But my Garmin is empty so quick that I have to charge it during the hike as well. And that's what I hope to achieve with this one, that I do not have to charge it that often. So that is really nice. It has a little roll button here on top. It has a button here, that's the back button if I say it correctly. Gee, this thing is light. So let's compare it in regards to the size. So this is the Garmin Fenix 6S. I will put it on my right arm so you can see the difference in regards to the size. Obviously I will wear it left as well. Let's see, let's get it to the little loop. First one should be fine. So as you can see, it is quite a bit bigger, but I don't think it's too big. It's not going over my arm. I do not have very big wrists, but it stays within the width of my arm. So it feels really, really nice. Super lightweight, much lighter than my Garmin Fenix for my feeling. I don't know exactly what this one weighs, but this one feels awesome. So yeah, next step that we are going to do is I'm going to charge the phone, and in the meantime we are going to download the Coros app as well, and then I'm going to try to make a route on my phone. I will check if I'm going to do it with Komoot, the app that I usually use, or if I'm going to do it with the app from Coros itself. But yeah, then I will get back to you as well. And one thing I noticed already when preparing it for charging is that the adapter is in there so tight. It doesn't come off at all. And that was a downside with the Garmin as well. As soon as you plugged in the charger, well, it fell off 20 times before it started charging decently. So that's already a plus. So the watch is charging at the moment, and I set up the Coros app in the meantime. That went super easy. Just download the app through a QR code that the watch is showing you once you're starting it up. Then you have to do the software update that you have to do on every electronic device once you get a new one. And now we're going to check together how it is working to make a trail on this app. So I'm going to open the Coros app. Then you're going to explore, and as you can see at the bottom it says create route. So that is very simple. Then I click on hike and I create a route. Well, this is something I have been playing around with a little bit. Let's go to a place where we can easily start a hike. That is here in that corner. And then I can start my trail there, as you can see. And then you can easily connect points with each other. So I know that there's a path going that direction. Here it takes a curve by itself. There we have a viewpoint. Well, it brings me back a little bit. I have to figure this out as well, huh? So do not blame the messenger. As you can see, that goes really simple. It recognizes the trails by itself. And then I'm easily getting back to my car again. And that is really, really nice. And I thought that I would also add a waypoint at the bottom. And then I can, for example, say, well, I know here at the end, tap to add a pin. Ravi! Shoo! And as you can see, then you can choose from all different kinds of stuff. A campsite on there, hot, water, supplies, toilet. So I think that is really, really interesting. So I know it is not a very spectacular place to go, but let's call it a hut. And I call it viewpoint. Ravi. Wait a second. Sometimes. So I called it viewpoint. I am going to call save. And as you can see, I have a little route here. 2.59 kilometers. Of course, no elevation. Just 1 meter of descent. It's going to be a very challenging hike. Then I'm going to click on done. Save. Oh, route name. Just call it forest. Bos is forest in Dutch. Saving. And then I will cinch it with my watch. Cinching data. Cinched, so now it should be on the watch. Let's check that out. So let's see if this is going to work out. I went to the control center. The screen of this watch is so bright, by the way. Then I am going to scroll to, let's see, map, or should I have navigation? It has navigation. Here it is. So I should say, let's go to the woods and check it out. Like I mentioned, the screen is awesome. It has an AMOLED screen. So the colors are so vibrant and so beautiful. I absolutely love it. So I'm going to work a little bit on the screen of my watch and everything, but that's not important for this video. What is important is to see if it works for hiking. So see you in the woods. So it's a few days later and we are finally in the woods. It took a few days because it turned out there were some problems with the battery of my watch, and I had been in contact with Coros and they solved that together with me. So yeah, now it's time to really test it out. As you can see, it was quite easy to start the route out on the phone, on the watch. You could easily go to navigation and then you can see all the trails that you have transferred to your watch, and then it starts by itself as soon as it picks up GPS sign. So, well, I think a toddler can do that. And so far I really like how easy this watch is to handle, and the screen is so super bright. That's something that I really like. And I also try to watch in my sleep, and I must say that it is so much more accurate than my Garmin was. That was giving such weird sleep rhythms, but this one's really accurate. And what was wrong with the battery? Well, it was draining within hours. Overnight, when I charged it the first night, overnight it lost about half of the battery. So that wasn't good. I charged it again and 5 hours later it was halfway empty again. Sorry, I'm having 2 dogs with me on my own. So that wasn't working out. So therefore I thought, well, I have a failure here in regards to products. And I wasn't very happy because I couldn't reach Coros over the chat. Nobody responded for an entire day. So then I contacted them over email. Yeah. And then it was solved within just a matter of minutes. So that was really nice. But the watch itself, it is really nice to handle. And it also works with external apps like Komoot. That's the app that I use. And there will be some more as well. I will blend in a shot of that one when I'm scrolling through that later in the menu. So you can see that as well. Maybe that's the app that you're working with is on there as well. So yeah, we're now following the trail. As you could see in my preparation, I marked a waypoint or a viewpoint. And we are approaching that. So let's see if the watch is giving out a sign or something, or a little alarm. I don't know exactly if it is going to do something, but that's a feature that my Garmin didn't have, or at least I didn't use. I don't know if it had it. But yeah, let's see what the Coros does with that. in regards to giving an alarm or a beep or something on a waypoint that I've added to the trail. The watch didn't do that, but I think I'm going to give that another try in a following up hike, in the next hike we're going to do, because the viewpoint that I had marked as a waypoint, we didn't reach 100%, so we didn't really get there, because that's a lookout tower where you can overlook the deer, which we did see, so that was nice. But dogs are not allowed there, so I couldn't go to the tower, the lookout tower exactly, so I had to stay, I think, 50-60 meters in front of it. So it could be that therefore the watch didn't recognize it. What it does, what I really like, because I thought, well, I think it's a downside that after every few seconds the screen turns off, the light goes out. I think that might be a setting, but I thought, that's not so nice, because then you're missing your turns. But appeared that when we had to take a turn, the light went on and the watch bleeped. So that is really nice. I think that saves battery, that you do not have the light on constantly, but you do not have to be afraid either that you're missing a turn. Someone's getting old. Come, Maxie. Yeah, well, overall she is turning 13 in 2 weeks' time, so it's normal that it's starting to show. But I think that it's good that we have the stroller and the Refair backpack to carry her on our summer vacation as alternative options for her. Well, that was the first test hike with the Coros Space Pro. Glad it was a short one, because it is really humid. It's not really nice to be outside actually, although it is only 20 degrees. The watch, I think I'm gonna love this one. This has such nice features compared to my Garmin, and first, because of all the battery thing and not being able to reach Coros, I thought, well, this is a big failure. But now I used it once. I think this could be a great watch for hiking as well. Although you see all the videos on YouTube about running with it, definitely has options for hiking. It really has potential for that. Some great features that I really like is that you can scroll through a lot of details while following the trail. With the little button on top, the scroll button, you can see so many information about elevation, the distance, the weather, the time that you are hiking, the time of day. So you can see a lot of information next to the trail that you are hiking, and navigation will not stop while you're doing that. What I also liked as well is the feature that the light turns out and goes on by itself when you're having to take a turn. Like I said, first I thought, well, the light going off all the time, I do not really like that, but now I know that it does light up from itself when you're taking a turn. I really like that feature, because you do not watch your watch all the time, so it's good that you're getting a notification when you're having to turn. It also gives an alarm, a loud beep, when you're going in the wrong direction. I hiked in the wrong direction once on purpose to see what it does, and it was spot on. GPS is also spot on, much better than my Garmin was. As soon as I was turning, the watch was turning, the screen was turning. And in my Garmin, I had to watch several seconds sometimes. And what I really like about this one, and that's also one of the main reasons I got this watch, is that you can zoom in and out of your trail on the watch. The Garmin couldn't do that. And for example, in the Eifel, you're very often coming on sections on the trail where side trails are coming from each direction. So 6, 7, 8 trails are connecting to each other, and when you cannot zoom, it is sort of a gamble which trail is yours. When there are all those tiny little trails, then you do not see it exactly on the Garmin. And that you can zoom in with this one, that is absolutely amazing. So if you are thinking about this watch for hiking, I can absolutely recommend it. There should be more Coros watches that should be capable for that as well. But this one has awesome maps. The maps are not as detailed as with the Garmin. The Garmin also had street names and everything on there. The nature reserves, how they were being called, were shown on the screen. But yeah, how often are you hiking in places where you need to know the name of the street? I mean, we're out in nature, not urban hiking. So that doesn't bother me at all. It was very clear. The screen is so clear, the AMOLED screen. So never had a problem with not seeing where I had to go, not even when the sun was coming through. So yeah, absolutely a lot of potential, and we're going to try out all the features in the upcoming hikes. One thing I forgot to say, I just checked how much battery this hike had cost the watch because of the battery struggles in the beginning. I started this hike with 97% of battery. We hiked little under 3 kilometers, so 45 minutes, and it cost only 2%. So that is very promising. My Garmin would have been halfway empty now. Yeah, good thing. So if you like this video, give us a like, subscribe to the channel and notify the alarm bell. And then as always, enjoy the outdoors. We'll catch you on the next trail. Goodbye. Say goodbye, Ravi. And Maxie. Goodbye, guys.